and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to continue with my colouring book collection series. So this is part 3. First of all, I'm just going to show you some calendars I have. So this is the Kelly O'Gorman 2020 calendar. I haven't done anything in here yet, which is terrible. So as it's now 2021. They're still really nice pictures. I deliberately didn't get her new one because I haven't done anything in this. This one would be nice for Mummy. Hopefully I can come back to that. I might get the PDF of the new one, possibly, as I do like the pictures from what I've seen. So yeah, there's that one. Then I have the Colouring Heaven 2021 calendar. I also haven't done anything in this. Sorry, it's a bit hard to show pictures. That's the Kaneko Ugusa one. I really like that one. And then there's The Mermaid by Christine Karen. I like this one. It's by Yuriko Shiru. There's that one there. I really like that one. Yeah. I've still got time to do stuff in that one. And then this is the 2021, and I've started the White Stag page, and at the moment I've only done these so far, the seaweed with Albrecht Dürer pencils, so hopefully I can get that finished this month. And now for the books. Here I've got Pop Manga Mermaids by Camilla D'Erico, and I've only got the one whip in here so far. This is with the Albrecht Dürer pencils. It's really coming back to this, there's not much left to do, it's just the two, the mermaid and the merman. There's some really nice pictures in here. I really love her art style. The sea monkeys are cute. Yeah, I need to do some more in here. I might try and do at least that one and maybe one other this month if I can. I might put that to the side actually. Next book is Mythographic Enchanted Castles. This is from my work in progress pile, so there's going to be a few works in progresses to show you. This is the one page I started when I first got it. It's with the Arteza pencils so far. And I really like how it came out. Originally I just did the poppies. I did the gold bits, and then I came back and did poppies in the background. But I think it's just these images intimidate me a little bit. They're so detailed, but they're really pretty. Hopefully I can do some more in here. So there's that one. And this one is by Fabiana Attanasio. Then I have the first Pop Manga book, again only a work in progress. Shows this title page with watercolour pencils again. I was just testing the paper out with them, but hopefully I can come back and finish that. I'll do some pages in here. I really like this one. Yeah, there's some cute pages in here. I like this sort of anime style stuff. So that's that one. Then I have Doctor Who Travels in Time. This is by various different artists, and I've only started this one from the Runaway Bride episode and Christmas special. I really want to come back and kind of erase and redo this, as I think Donna looks a bit too pink and the Doctor's skin's a bit too brown, I think. I was just one of the first sort of skin tone things with polychromos, so I think I could try and edit it a little bit. And then I might do the background with watercolour pencils so it doesn't take so much time. But if you like Doctor Who, this is a good book, because it's got ones from the first Doctor onwards, really. I went through it with my brother who loves Doctor Who, and he sort of told me the different characters and stuff. I wrote some notes down so I could look up references. So there's that one. Then I have Magical Jungle by Joanna Basford. And I have this work in progress in here. It's with watercolour pencils and polychromos so far. It's a lot of work, but hopefully I can get this finished. There's not much left to do really. It's just the leaves, and I sort of come back and do little bits every now and again. But yeah, really like how it's coming out. Then I've got this one, which I did with the Faber-Castell Art Grip Aquarelle pencils. And this was just sort of test them. There's some very simple blends and things. There's little bits of white gel pen as well. I really like that one. Then there's a couple more in here. Then I did this one with polychromos, and I followed, well, loosely followed Colour with Claire's rainbow tutorial galaxy background for this. It took ages to do as it's all pencil. It's one of the last times I'll probably use pencil for background unless it's a small picture. But I really like the colours, and there's some like Posca pen and there's little bits of gold gel pen in the water. I don't know if that's catching. But yeah, that one. And then I got this chameleon page. It was an early one I did with WH Smith pencils and soft pastels. I think I just did this for a colour palette challenge in a colouring group on Facebook. But yeah, I really like that one. I think Magical Jungle is one of my favourites of her books, although Worlds of Wonder is definitely my favourite at the moment. Then I've got Court of Thorns and Roses, which is based off the series by Sarah J. Maas. This is with artwork from various artists. This is one of the works in progresses I have. I did this with, so far it's Albrecht Dürer watercolour pencils and Faber-Castell polychromos for Reese's skin and hair and some of the shading on the grey. But Feyre is all Prismacolor pencils as I was testing them out, and I really like how she came out. And there's some white gel pen or Posca there as well. Hopefully I can get this one finished. There's not much left to do. This is the finished page I've got in here. This was an early one. There's WH Smith pencils, I think. Possibly Study Style pencils and some WH Smith watercolour pencils. And there's some silver gel pen on the sort of star trails. Sorry, the lighting is quite dark today. And white gel pen things. Yeah, I really like that one. And the other whip I have in here is this one. Again, there's the Faber-Castell Art Grip Aquarelle watercolour pencils for the background. I had to do a kind of sunset one, and the rest is polychromos so far. This is quite an early colouring with polychromos, so the skin's a bit different to how I do it now. I might try and add some more shading to her hair, as it sort of looks one colour at the moment. But yeah, hopefully I can get that finished at some point as well. I really like the pictures in here. This is that one. And then also based off the other series by Sarah J. Maas, also a Throne of Glass colouring book. And this is the first page I coloured in this. This with Marco Ruffing pencils, sorry. And some soft pastels, Selena and Dorian. And is that any gel pen? No, there's no gel pen. Yeah. It's very early, but I still like it. Let me just check I have it in no. Okay, this one was with Study Style pencils and the open stock polychromos I used for her skin. Yeah, I really like this picture. It took me ages, but it was worth it. Yeah, it's a lot of grey, but yeah, it's one of my favourites. This is the whip I've got. I started this again with study style pencils, but I haven't come back to it yet, as I wasn't quite sure what to do with the background. And I've got other finished page. I think this was W.H. Smith pencils, possibly. Maybe the study styles, I can't really remember. Maybe even Marco Raffine, which I think it might be the Marco Raffines. And then there's little bits of gold gel pen, but it's kind of lost the metallic-y part of it. But yeah, I do prefer the Cawthorns Roses one, but it's still nice to have. Then I have this Disney book, this Japanese Disney book. I'm not sure who the artist is. It says publishing. This is publishing information here. I bought this from Etsy, but it's kind of like the eerie Tracing Around the World books. The line work's quite faint, and you have the choice to kind of trace it and then colour it. But this Tinkerbell page, I started it, and my polychromos didn't work very well on the paper. They just didn't lay down very well, so I didn't really like how it was turning out anyway. And then, even though it was light colour pencils on her face, it kind of covered the line work, so I tried to draw her face back in, and I completely ruined it. So I've made her into a silhouette using black acrylic paint. So I'm going to come back in possibly with watercolour pencils, possibly, to do the rest of the page at some point. But this is a really nice book if you like Disney. There's lots of different characters. Yeah. So there's that one. Then you've got Worlds of Wonder. Now you're going to see some pages you haven't seen yet, so these will be in my May coloured pages. So then the title page, I did this all with metallic pencils and some pastel gel pens, silver gel pen, and some fine liners. And so it's a mix of the Derwent metallic pencils and some cheaper ones. Hobby World, I just got them from the supermarket at B&M. But yeah, I really like how that came out. It's just simple. Then I've done the nameplate page and the welcome. This was just with fine liner pens. Well, no, it was the Papermate Flair pens. Again, Papermate Flair pens, pastel gel pen, and a black Tombow marker. There's that one. I got these with a couple of different pens as well. There's the Papermate pens and the Crayola Super Tips. And then this was on my Little Bit About Me colouring chat. It's the watercolour pencil for the background, though it didn't really blend out properly. And this is a mix of the Crayola pencils and the Astro Pastelos. So hopefully I can get that finished this month. And I have already shared them. Skip one. Yeah, there was my house page with the glittery background. There's the one that I followed, Colour with Claire's like random generator challenge, and my Kevin up page that I did. So yeah, I really want to get some more done in here. I've gone back to the beginning now. I'm trying to do it in order, so hopefully you'll see pages from this every month. So I'd really like to finish it. That's Worlds of Wonder. Then I've got Zimmer's Nova by Thomas Love Tomic. This is the original Croatian version. I've done the title page. This was with W.H. Smith pencils, and it's some kind of metallic gold pencil, but it's not that metallic really. But yeah, that was quite an early one. I haven't done very much in here because it's such a detailed book, it's kind of intimidating. Okay, this is a page I've started. Hopefully I can get her finished. As with the Albrecht Dürer watercolour pencil so far, and some gold metallic paint for the border. Yeah, I really like how that one's turning out. I'm not a bit stuck on colours at the moment. Then I've done this double page spread, which took me on and off 2 years to finish. I started it with study style pencils, and then I came in with polychromos as I got them around the time I was working on this, and white gel pen and watercolour pencil and some gel pen on the bit there. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but I'm glad to have at least one double page spread done in here. And I've just got one more. This was the first proper page I did. It was all W.H. Smith pencils and white gel pen. Yeah, I really like that one. So that's that one. That's Similar Nova. And then we've got Enchanted Forest by Joanna Basford. This was the first book I got of hers, so there's some early stuff in here. So this is W.H. Smith pencils. I would do this a lot differently now, but it's nice to have old stuff to look back through. I started this with W.H. Smith pencils. I did actually come back. So, trying to get these. I'd done these, the owl, these and these leaves here. But I came in and did these bits and that, but I haven't come back to it yet. I was trying to do it with the W.H. Smith pencils, so it was the same. This is W.H. Smith pencils as well. And a little bit of white gel pen. Yeah. I started this one with the Staedtler Norris Aquarelle pencils. I just kind of lost interest after I did these leaves, so hopefully I'll come back to it at some point. I hate having a massive pile of works in progresses. I started this one with yellow Posca pen, but not done anything else. It was a while ago. This was the Faber-Castell Colour Grip pencils. It's just a 12 set. I was just testing them out. It was very early. I sort of tried to blend, but it's not really blended. But it's nice. And I've got Butterfly. So it's W.H. Smith pencils and soft pastel for the background, and some white gel pen. I really like that one. I like the colours. This one was with W.H. Smith pencils as well, and some white gel pen. Yeah, I really like that one. I think there's some gold metallic gel pen, but it's not as metallic as it would have been when I first put it down. I skipped my fox. There's my fox that I showed you in the last completed pages video. It's with Faber-Castell Polychromos, Albrecht Dürer pencils, and Posca pen, and metallic or pearlescent acrylic paint and normal acrylic paint for the background. I really like that, how that one came out. Yeah. And I think that's it. I've drawn in the little symbols, but yeah. So that's Enchanted Forest. I might have to do 2 parts and put it together. This is the 4th Beauty of Horror book by Alan Robert, and I have done this one, which is Juliana as the girl from The Ring. I used Albrecht Dürer watercolour pencils and Faber-Castell polychromos. Her eyes are really creepy. But this is the page that I based off my tutorial that I've done. You'll see the page I've started with no tutorial. But I really like how she came out. And the only other... I've started this Pennywise page, and it was Albrecht Dürer watercolour pencils and polychromos, and I've read Posca. But I think it's a lot of detail, especially on Pennywise, but hopefully I can get that done soon. I really love this book. There's some movies I don't know, but I'm slowly kind of watching different horror films to get to know them a bit more. Then I've got the Beauty of Horror 3, and I only have a blip in here. There's this one with the polychromos, and I just started Juliana, but I haven't come back to it yet. Yeah. I like this one, it's this sort of like fairground kind of thing. The plant's a bit creepy. But yeah, there's that one. So keeping it on the time. Then we've got a Beauty of Horror 2, and this is the one, this is the one I started on my tutorial, so this was me showing you how to do the watercolour stones that I did on the other page. And it was actually requested by Colour with Claire, which was a really nice feeling. So I've learnt so much from her, and then she asked how I did that, so yeah. This wouldn't be my favourite one, but I wanted to have all of them, as I like having full collections. So that's Beauty of Horror 2. Then we've got World of Flowers by Joanna Basford. I've done the nameplate page, this with polychromos, and a little bit of white gel pen. This was with polychromos as well. I tried to use a sort of limited colour palette, sort of just some set colours that I kind of mixed around. This is one of the whips I'm doing. I started it with some pastel pencils. I think it was the Staedtler pastel pencils. But yeah, I should come back to that. What else have I got in here? I think. I got this one. This was with Arteza pencils, and it was for Colour of Claire's spring hashtag. So Arteza pencils and white gel pen. Yeah, I really like the colours on that one. And that is it for that one. So that's World of Flowers. Sorry, I keep slipping in my chair. Then we've got Mermaids, Fairies and Other Girls of Whimsy by Hannah Lynn. Done a few in here. This is my whip. I started with polychromos, but I haven't come back to it yet. Just done her hair. This one was Marco Raffine pencils and white gel pen, and some glitter gold gel pen and the monkeys. Yeah, that one. This was the early one. It was for a challenge in the Hannah Lynn group where we had to colour a Hannah Lynn girl like a DC character, so I coloured her like Harley Quinn. And I used possibly, I think it was WH pencils or Marco Raffines, and some red and black Posca pen and white gel pen and soft pastel. I really like her. I know she's an older one. This one was for a Disney villain challenge. I did her as Hades from Hercules. This is WH with pencils. And a little bit of white gel pen, I think, on the bubbles. I really like that one. This one was WH with pencils and open stock polychromos for her skin. That was the first attempt, I think, with them, so I don't really know what I was doing. So, it's that one. And this one was for a horror movie character challenge, and I coloured her as Billy from the Saw films, the puppet. And I had a lot of fun with this. I used the red Posca pen, Faber-Castell polychromos, and black acrylic paint for the background. I really like how that came out, and a little bit of silver gel pen. But yeah, it's that one. I drew in the little tape recorder as well, with the Play Me sign on it, and the I want to play a game. This one was WH with pencils and soft pastel and some gel pen. This was for a challenge in the handling group again. We had to use our non-dominant hand, but I could not do anything, hardly anything at a time, so my wrist started hurting, so I kind of gave up on the challenge and just coloured it normally. That's why the clouds were kind of messy, so it was with my left hand and not my right. I still like it. And then this one was for when the Australia fires were happening. This was Artista pencils and Faber-Castell polychromos and some white gel pen. I really like how that one came out. There's a little koala I tried to do fur on that in the kangaroo. Yeah, I really like that one. And I think that might be it for this one. Yeah, so that's that one. There's still quite a few books to get through. This is Doodles from the Den by Kim White. I've done the title page. It's just with Albrecht Dürer pencils and white gel pen. And a little bit of silver on the trident. This one was Faber-Castell colour grip pens, I think. Yeah, it was just a quick one. Then this one was some cheap pencils and Albrecht Dürer pencils for the background and some white gel pen. I can't remember the name of the pencils, but there were some really cheap pencils from a supermarket called Lidl's, and they just worked really well. I went over the snow with the Albrecht Dürer pencil just to fill in the white a bit. I really like that one. And then this one. This was a Winsor & Newton Studio pencils, watercolour pencil and some fine liners. Yeah, I really like that one. I'm trying to colour it in order if I can. And this one was gel pen and the Brute Funa pencils. Not the square ones, just the normal round ones. But yeah, I really like her. This one was Winsor & Newton Studio pencils as well, and some fine liners and some gel pen. Yeah, that one. This one again, Winsor & Newton Studio pencils, Albrecht Dürer watercolour pencils and fine liners, and some gel pen for the silver. I really like that one. I love cool keys. This one was the first page I did in this book. It's Faber-Castell polychromos, and I think W.H. Smith watercolour pencils as a base, and some pens, fine liners. Yeah, it's cute. And then this one, you saw in my finished pages. It's a mix of everything really. It's sort of fine liners, felt tips, Winsor & Newton pencils, Prismacolors, a Brute Funa pencil for the background, and yeah, so that one's that one. There's my fairy, who's polychromos, grey lucid tips, Stormboat marker, and Mod Podge extreme glitter on her wings. And this one's still a whip at the moment. It's just black Tombow marker and some fine liner, and I think there's there's alcohol marker. And this one was just pens, and I keep an eye on the time and some gel pen. Yeah, it was it was a fun one. And then this one was Faber-Castell Polychromos and a little bit white gel pen. It's cute. And I think, oh, there's this one as well. This was Faber-Castell Alric Drawer pencils and white gel pen. And some gold as well. And some silver as well. There's the turtles. And that is it for that one. I have coloured the sort of those bits there and pens as well. But I'm just going to stop the video a minute and I will be back. I don't know how much more of my phone's going to film, so I'll just try and get through these Colouring Heaven books and then do the others in another video. So I've got the Animal Wonderland special by Kaneko Yusa. I haven't done a finished page yet, but I do have this one that I've started. I'm not sure if I think it's a Tombow marker, black Tombow marker and Prismacolors so far. But yeah, I really like how it's coming out. Little bunnies are so cute. So hopefully I can get that finished soon. Then I've got the Sorcerers and Sorceresses special. I again haven't got anything done yet, but I've started. Sorry, I haven't marked them. So, and this one I started with Polychromos. Yeah, let's really get this one done. I really like this seahorse. There's some cool pages in here. So that's that one. And that one's by Nelly Shoemaker. Then I've got The Witches Special by Elizabeth Alba. I do have one finished page in here, which is this one. It's with Polychromos and Posca and some silver gel pen and a dress and shoes. I wasn't a massive fan of how this one came out, but it's alright. And then, sorry if you can hear the dog barking in the background. And then this is Polychromos and Doe and Inktense for the background, but I just need to finish the other witch and the cats. So hopefully I can get that one done once I've decided on some colours for the outfit. Then I've got Fairies and Friends special. I don't like this one. I don't really like how her face came out. Yeah, it just looks a bit muddy and the background's really streaky, but I'm glad I got a second copy of this issue so I can redo this page because I do really like it. I just feel like I ruined it. So yeah, the rest is all Polychromos and some watercolour pencils. I really like the roses though. Yeah. And I have one whip in here, but I'm not sure where she's gone. Where is it? I'm sure it was near the start. Sorry, I'll just pause the video, see if I can. Okay, here we go. It's the Peacock Fairy. No, Little Peacock Fairy, and I started her with Polychromos. Yeah, I need to get that one done. But yeah, it's a really nice book, that one. Then I've got Fantasy Princesses Special by Josh Lee. I do have at least one. I've got two finished pages. This is the Fat Elf Princess. So this with Arteza pencils and gel pens and watercolor pencils. Yeah, I really like how she came out. Mega vibrant colours. And then I did this one for Last Mermaid. This was just Polychromos. And some watercolor pencils for the water. And a few other little bits. Yeah, really like her. And then this one's a whip. I'm basically trying to turn her into Lizzie Hale from the band Hellstorm. So I've like redrew in her the shape of the guitar that she has and written names of songs, but I still need to colour it so far. But yeah, this is a really cute book. So that one. And then I've got the Christmas 2018, and this is the whip I have, which there's not very much left to do at all, so hopefully I can get this done this year. This is polychromos, and this in silver. There's different gel pen, glitter gel pen, and a few things as well. But yeah, this is a cute book. I haven't got Hannah Lynn's colouring book, the Christmas one, so it's nice to have this. Then I've got the Creatures of the Night special by Sarah Richter, and I really love this issue, but I just haven't finished the page. Well, the grayscale ones kind of scare me. But I started this Medusa page with watercolour pencils, the Faber-Castell Artbook drawers. I need to come back to it. But yeah, it's that one. And I've got the Fantasy Special by Selena Fennick. This was the first colouring heaven I got. And I have a few finished pages in here somewhere. This was all W.H. Smith watercolour pencils and a bit of white gel pen. It's a very early page. And then this one's Marco Raffine pencils and some gel pen. I think this was a metallic pencil, and then soft pastels. And I didn't fix my pastels, which I probably should. This one's the whip I've done. This is Faber-Castell polychromos and some gel pen on the bells and in her hair. Hopefully I can come back to that. And then this one, this was with Suddy style pencils when I first got them, and the open stock polychromos. And I tried to make it like, so she's Ariel and she's a sort of older version of Melody, Ariel's daughter from Little Mermaid 2. I really like how this one came out. And then there's this one. This was with Arteza pencils. There's some shimmery metallic paint on her tail, and there's gold gel pen on the cloud in the sort of gold bits. Sorry, there's watercolour pencil for the sea and the background, and some white gel pen as well. Yeah, I really like how that one came out. And that's it for that one. And then we've got the Fairy Special by Jana Prosperina, and I've only started this one. It's with not WH Smith pencils, watercolour pencils, so Albert drawers, and polychromos, and I think a black Tombow pen for the birds. But I only have a few bits left to do, so I should really get round to finish that. It's just her dress and wings I need to do. So, it's a really nice book, this one. I've only got a couple of her books, so it's nice to have this one. Yeah, so it's that one. And the last book I'll do for this video is the Woodland Ferry special by Christine Karen. And I have done one in here, which is this one. I did with polychromos and Albrecht drawer pencils and some white gel pen. I really like how she came out. Yeah. There's some like little stars and things there. I really like this one. And then I do have one in here, which is one of the grayscale pages. This with polychromo pencils, polychromos, and this is a Faber-Castell colour grip pen just around the edge. I really need to get back to this one. So I'm trying to use this as a sort of grayscale practice book as well. But yeah, so that's the last book I'll show you for today. I'll do the rest in another video because I don't want it to be too long. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part. Bye bye.